They're kind of standard rectangles, spirals, squares, triangles. Some of them as big as a football field, to put it in perspective.
A mystery in the world's oldest desert, the mysterious fairy circles of Namibia.
Did you know that some of the oldest photographs in the world remain a complete mystery, even to the most expert scientists? Today, we're going to show you 20 of these puzzling images taken at key historical moments that defy all logical explanation. In this video, we will explore 20 historical photographs that have left researchers around the world baffled. Each of these images has been the subject of debate for decades, with theories ranging from the inexplicable to the paranormal. What secrets do these snapshots hide? Join us as we unravel the mysteries behind each photo, from objects that seem out of place in time to events that we never fully understand. If you thought history was just a series of clear and precise facts, get ready to change your mind. Number 20. The anachronistic photograph of the beach in the 1930s. In a photograph of uncertain date taken in the 1930s on the coast of British Columbia, Canada, a time-traveling surfer has puzzled historians and enthusiasts alike. Among the beachgoers dressed in typical clothes of the era, a man appears wearing a modern t-shirt and an unusual hairstyle for his time, sparking theories about time travel. The image shows several holidaymakers on the beach, but what truly captures attention is a man who appears to be wearing clearly modern clothing, a graphic t-shirt, shorts, and a contemporary hairstyle. The man seems completely out of place, as his clothing style doesn't match the fashion of the 1930s, leading to speculations that he might be a time traveler. However, some more rational explanations suggest that the man could be wearing a sweater of the time with the sleeves rolled up, which would explain the appearance of a modern t-shirt. Additionally, the shorts could simply be rolled up pants due to the heat of the beach, and his hairstyle might have been influenced by wind or wet hair, resulting in an unusual look. Despite the logical explanations, the time-traveling surfer photograph remains one of the most perplexing mysteries of old photographs. The presence of this man, ahead of his time, continues to challenge conventional perceptions of fashion and time, fueling fascination with the possibility of time travelers or people simply ahead of their era. Number 19. The Nazca Lines from the Air. The Nazca Lines, located in the desert of Peru, are one of the world's most fascinating archaeological mysteries. These enormous geoglyphs, visible only from the air, depict animals, plants, and geometric shapes, raising the question: how and why did an ancient civilization without aerial technology create works of art so large that they can only be appreciated from the sky? The Nazca Lines are a series of ancient geoglyphs etched into the desert floor in the Nazca region of Peru. These figures include representations of animals such as monkeys, hummingbirds, and spiders, as well as complex geometric patterns. What baffles researchers is that these massive works of art can only be fully appreciated from the air, a vantage point that the Nazca civilization shouldn't have had access to at the time. There are several theories about the purpose of the Nazca Lines. Some researchers suggest they were used for astronomical purposes, such as a calendar or observatory, while others believe they might have been part of religious rituals to invoke rain or mark underground water sources. However, no explanation has completely solved the mystery of why and how the Nazca created such large-scale figures. Number 18. The enigmatic images of the Voynich manuscript. The Voynich manuscript, a 15th century codex, has puzzled scholars, cryptographers, and scientists since its discovery. Its unreadable text and strange illustrations, including unidentified plants, incomprehensible astronomical diagrams, and mysterious figures, challenge any attempt at interpretation. Despite advances in analysis, this manuscript remains one of the greatest enigmas in history. The Voynich manuscript is an illuminated book dating back to the 15th century, filled with intriguing images. Among its illustrations are botanical species that do not resemble any known plants, diagrams of constellations, and astronomical maps that do not align with modern knowledge. Additionally, The manuscript is written in an unknown language, and while attempts have been made to decipher it, no method has successfully unlocked its content. Studies have led to various theories about its purpose and origin. Some believe the manuscript is a text of alchemy or a medieval pharmacopoeia, while others suggest it's a speculative work of fiction. However, the images, along with the mystery surrounding its writing, continue to be a source of intrigue and speculation without a definitive answer. Number 17. The mystery of the time-traveling hipster. In 2010, an old photograph from 1941 resurfaced and caused quite a stir on the internet. In it, one man stands out oddly, dressed in a modern t-shirt, sunglasses, and a camera that seems more appropriate for the digital age than the 1940s. This man has been dubbed the time-traveling hipster, a figure that defies historical logic. The photograph shows a group of people at the reopening of the South Forks Bridge in Goldbridge, British Columbia in 1941. However, one figure in particular catches the eye: a man wearing a t-shirt with a logo, sunglasses, and a camera that looks quite modern. While sunglasses and the Kodak folding camera might have existed at the time, the combination of the logo t-shirt and the man's contemporary style creates a sense of incongruity. Was this man a visionary with a personal style that didn't fit with the fashion of his time, or was something else at play? The photograph has fueled theories about time travel, as the image seems to capture someone out of place from another era. Others believe it could just be a perceptual error or a man with an unusual style for the time, but the doubts persist. Number 16. The astronaut photograph of Solway Firth from 1964. In 1964, Jim Templeton, a firefighter from Carlisle, England, took a photograph on a quiet day in the countryside. When he developed the photo, he discovered something surprising in the background, what appeared to be an astronaut. The figure, completely out of place in the scene, was captured with his daughter in a field near Solway Firth, and despite various explanations, the mystery of the identity of this figure remains unsolved. The photo, taken by Jim Templeton, appears to capture a humanoid figure dressed in a spacesuit looking toward the horizon in an open field. The image was taken during a family outing to Solway Firth, and Templeton claimed there was no one else around at the time. When the photo was developed, he noticed what appeared to be an astronaut, completely out of place. The image was examined by experts from Kodak as well as police photographers who confirmed the negative had not been manipulated. Several skeptics suggested the figure could simply be Templeton's wife, dressed in a blue dress that, due to overexposure, appeared as a white suit in the photo. Others believe the space figure is the result of a photographic distortion or optical phenomenon. However, no explanation has completely removed the eerie feeling that the figure may not be human. Number 15. The unidentified flying object in the painting Madonna with San Giovannino. In the Renaissance painting Madonna with San Giovannino by Domenico Ghirlandaio, a seemingly tranquil religious scene hides a perplexing mystery. In the sky above the Virgin Mary, a strange glowing object appears which has given rise to numerous theories. Some believe this image could represent an unidentified flying object, UFO, taking the work beyond the spiritual realm and into extraterrestrial territory. The painting, created in the 15th century, shows the Virgin Mary with the infant Jesus and St. John the Baptist. However, what has baffled art historians is not the main figures, but a mysterious glowing object in the sky. This object seems to emit light and is positioned directly above the Virgin Mary, being observed by both a man and his dog, who shield their eyes from the glow. The shape of the object and its unusual luminosity have fueled theories suggesting it could be a UFO, a visitor from another world that the artist may have captured. However, skeptics argue that what the painter was actually trying to depict was a divine manifestation, such as an angel or the Holy Spirit, common symbols in religious representations of the time. The controversy over the interpretation of this object remains a topic of debate. Number 14. the mysterious stone spheres of Costa Rica. In the dense, enigmatic jungles of Costa Rica, one of the most fascinating archaeological mysteries lies: the stone spheres of Diquís. These perfectly shaped spheres continue to defy expert explanations, with researchers unable to resolve the mystery of their origin and purpose. The precision with which they were crafted and their imposing size raise more questions than answers. The Diquís stone spheres are a series of perfectly round rocks, ranging in size from small ones just a few centimeters in diameter to some that exceed 2 meters and weigh several tons. They are made of granodiorite, an extremely hard rock, making their craftsmanship even more impressive. Archaeologists have attempted to unravel how the ancient Costa Rican civilizations could have shaped these spheres with such precision using rudimentary tools. How did they manage to mold these massive spheres with such symmetry and accuracy? Theories regarding their purpose are equally varied and fascinating. Some believe they were used as astronomical markers, others suggest they were used to demarcate territories, or even as symbols of power. An even more intriguing theory posits that these spheres might have had a ceremonial or religious role in indigenous society. However, there are also more extreme theories, speculating about possible connections with lost civilizations or even extraterrestrials. Number 13. The Piri Reis Map. The Piri Reis Map, created in 1513 by Ottoman admiral and cartographer Piri Reis, has puzzled experts for centuries. At first glance, it seems to be just an ordinary map of its time, but upon closer inspection, its details reveal a surprisingly advanced knowledge of the planet's geography, particularly the coast of South America and, astonishingly, a depiction of Antarctica free of ice, which cast doubt on everything we knew about ancient cartography. The Piri Reis map has been a mystery for historians due to the incredible accuracy with which it describes regions that had not yet been explored by Europeans. It shows astonishing details of the coasts of South America, Africa, and the Atlantic. However, the most perplexing aspect is its depiction of Antarctica, completely free of ice, something that should not have been possible in 1513, as the first European explorers had not yet reached that part of the world. The most accepted theory among researchers is that Piri Reis used ancient sources for his map, some of which may have come from lost civilizations with advanced cartographic knowledge. Skeptics, however, argue that the depiction of Antarctica is a misinterpretation or a blend of different maps. Nonetheless, the level of detail in the map and the mysterious precision of certain areas suggest that there is a far deeper knowledge of the ancient world than we can explain. Number 12. The photograph of the Hook Island sea monster. In 1964, a French tourist named Robert Lecerec took a photograph that showed what appeared to be a sea monster in the shallow waters of Hook Island, Australia. The image depicted a huge creature resembling a giant tadpole, sparking theories about the existence of a prehistoric sea reptile or an unknown species. However, skepticism about its authenticity persists. The photograph captured by Lecerec shows a mysterious creature underwater in Stonehaven Bay. According to calculations, the creature was approximately 70 to 80 feet long, with a dark shape, a visible head, and a clearly discernible eye. The figure moves through the shallow waters, suggesting that it is a large species. Theories about the origin of this creature are varied. Some think it could be a plesiosaur, a prehistoric marine reptile that survived into modern times. Others suggest it could be a giant eel or stingray species unknown to science. However, there is also the possibility that it is an illusion created by a well-executed hoax, with the creature being a plastic sheet arranged strategically to simulate a sea monster. Number 11. The anomalous 1911 Zeppelin photograph. In 1911, a photograph taken in Huntington, West Virginia, captured the image of a dirigible whose technology seemed too advanced for the era. The dirigible, with an aerodynamic shape and multiple propellers, appears in the photo as though it were ahead of its time by several years, leading to a storm of speculation. This object does not appear in any other historical documents or archives from the period. The photograph shows what appears to be a dirigible very different from the models known at the time. With a clearly futuristic design, it seems to incorporate features that would not appear in commercial airships for several decades, such as an aerodynamic structure and complex propellers. At the beginning of the 20th century, airships were known, but their capabilities were quite limited. The dirigible in the photograph, however, shows a much more advanced model capable of carrying multiple passengers, raising the question: did this dirigible really exist, or was it a photographic setup? Theories surrounding this image vary. Some suggest that the photo shows an experimental prototype of a secret technology developed by an unknown inventor. Others maintain that it is a photographic fraud or a photomontage from the time. However, no evidence has been found to support these theories, and the photo remains a mystery. Number 10. The photographs of the 1959 Dyatlov Pass incident. The Dyatlov Pass incident, which occurred in 1959, is one of the most baffling events in modern history. 9 Russian hikers died under mysterious circumstances in the Ural Mountains. The unsettling photographs taken by the hikers during their expedition, especially those showing strange figures and inexplicable lights, have added an air of mystery and fueled various theories about what happened. In February 1959, a group of experienced hikers, led by Igor Dyatlov, perished under mysterious circumstances while in the Ural Mountains, Russia. During the expedition, several photographs were taken, which further deepened the enigma.
I didn't know what it was, but I heard something moving around.
Among them is one image that shows a blurry figure near the trees, which some interpret as a yeti or a strange being, and another that captured a strange light in the dark sky, known as an orb or mysterious light. The incident, marked by the strange disappearance of the hikers and evidence of their hasty flight from their tent, remains a subject of speculation. Theories range from secret military experiments, attacks by indigenous people, to paranormal or extraterrestrial phenomena. The photos remain key pieces in the mystery, fueling the debate about what truly occurred that night. Number 9. The unexplained fairy circles of Namibia. In the Namibian desert, a peculiar natural phenomenon known as fairy circles has baffled scientists and curious onlookers alike. These circles of barren soil, surrounded by shorter grass, form patterns that are clearly visible from the air. Despite various scientific theories, the exact origin of the circles remains a mystery, and their cause continues to be a subject of debate. The fairy circles of Namibia are circular formations of barren land, surrounded by a ring of shorter grass. These circles vary in size, from a few meters to several dozen meters in diameter, and are found in vast areas of the Namib Desert. Their strange appearance and distribution in symmetrical patterns have generated numerous theories. The most common scientific explanations include termite activity, which could be creating an underground structure to obtain moisture, or plant competition for water in an arid environment. Other less conventional theories propose gas leaks, radioactivity, or even the influence of supernatural or divine forces. Local legends, on the other hand, attribute the circles to the intervention of gods or the footprints left by mythical beings known as fairies. Number 8. The enigmatic lizard man figurines of Ubaid. The lizard man figurines discovered at the Al Ubaid site in Iraq have baffled archaeologists since their discovery. These terracotta figures, dating from around 4000 to 5000 BC, display a humanoid shape with reptilian features, raising questions about the beliefs and rituals of ancient Mesopotamian cultures long before the rise of Sumerian civilization. The Ubaid lizardman figurines are terracotta figures depicting humanoid beings with clearly reptilian traits such as elongated heads, almond-shaped eyes, and scaly skin. Some of these figures are shown engaged in everyday activities, such as breastfeeding babies or holding staffs, suggesting they may have had an important role in the social or religious life of Ubaid culture. Dating back to between 4000 and 5000 BC, these figurines have sparked speculation about the relationship between ancient Mesopotamian peoples and reptilian symbols, often associated with divine or mythological entities. Some suggest that the figurines may represent humans worshipping reptilian gods, while others propose theories about potential contacts with unknown cultures or even extraterrestrials. The lack of clear context regarding their purpose and symbolism only heightens the mystery surrounding these figures, keeping fascination with prehistoric cultures alive. Number 7. The disturbing 1920s levitation photograph. In the 1920s, a photograph was taken during a spiritualist session that seemingly shows a man levitating in the air. The image, captured by Colin Evans, a well-known medium, has puzzled viewers, sparking theories about the existence of supernatural powers. The photo continues to be one of the most enigmatic examples of paranormal photography. The levitation photograph taken in the 1920s shows Colin Evans, a spiritualist medium, seemingly suspended in the air during a session. Evans was performing one of his well-known sessions in the dark, using only the flash of a camera to intermittently light the scene. In the image, he appears to float above the ground, surrounded by a group of astonished onlookers. Skeptics have suggested that the photo could have been manipulated using supports or invisible threads to create the illusion of levitation. However, some believe the image shows genuine evidence of the supernatural powers attributed to Evans. The fascination with levitation's mystery remains, and the photograph has become an iconic symbol of paranormal phenomena in the history of photography. Number 6. The astonishing Patterson-Gimlin film of Bigfoot. The Patterson-Gimlin film, shot in 1967 in Northern California, is probably the most famous evidence in the search for Bigfoot, a cryptid believed to inhabit remote areas of North America. The footage shows a hairy creature walking on two legs, but its authenticity remains the subject of intense debate, attracting both skeptics and believers. The Patterson-Gimlin film was recorded on October 20, 1967 by Roger Patterson and Bob Gimlin while exploring the Bluff Creek area in California. The 59-second footage shows a tall, bipedal, hair-covered creature walking across a clearing without any obvious signs of being a costume. The figure moves in a natural manner and has proportions that do not match those of a human, leading some to suggest it could be an unknown primate, perhaps a species of Bigfoot or Sasquatch. Despite claims that the film could be an elaborate hoax, many cryptozoologists continue to defend its authenticity, citing the difficulty of creating such a realistic costume in the 1960s. Theories range from the possibility that it's an undiscovered species to the explanation that the creature is a man in disguise. The Patterson-Gimlin film remains one of the most debated pieces of evidence for Bigfoot's existence.
But the famous Bigfoot footage, known as the Patterson-Gimlin film, is 100% real, authentic, and shows a living Sasquatch.
While many consider it a hoax, others continue to view it as key proof of the cryptid's existence. Its impact on popular culture and the mystery it continues to generate make this footage a lasting topic in the world of unexplained phenomena. Number 5. The last photo, taken aboard the Eilean Mor Lighthouse. In December 1900, 3 lighthouse keepers mysteriously disappeared from their post at the Eilean Mor Lighthouse in the Flannan Islands, Scotland. The last photo taken before their disappearance, showing one of the keepers with a worried expression, has been considered by some as an ominous premonition. This mystery has sparked theories about what truly happened at this remote lighthouse. The Eilean Mor Lighthouse incident, also known as the Flannan Islands mystery, is one of the most intriguing enigmas in maritime history. In December 1900, the 3 lighthouse keepers in charge of the lighthouse vanished without a trace. The last photograph taken at the lighthouse shows one of the men, Thomas Marshall, with a serious expression, as if sensing an impending disaster. The photo was taken just before a fierce storm hit the area, according to the lighthouse's logbook. The keepers were never found, and their disappearance has led to numerous theories, ranging from accidents to supernatural phenomena. The photograph, taken in that unsettling moment before the storm, adds an ominous air to the mystery. Although it doesn't provide clear answers, it captures the eerie atmosphere of the place and the tension surrounding the keepers before their disappearance. The photo taken at the Eilean Mor Lighthouse remains one of the most puzzling images of an unsolved mystery. Although it does not offer definitive answers, it contributes to the chilling atmosphere of the lighthouse keeper's disappearance and fuels speculations about what truly happened at that remote lighthouse. This case remains one of the great unsolved mysteries in modern history, leaving the door open for popular imagination and speculation. Number 4. The complex diagrams of the Antikythera mechanism. The Antikythera mechanism, discovered in a shipwreck near the Greek island of Antikythera in 1901, is one of the most fascinating and mysterious artifacts of antiquity. Considered the world's first analog computer, its complexity and ability to predict astronomical events continue to puzzle scientists, challenging our understanding of knowledge and technology in ancient Greece. The Antikythera mechanism, found in 1901 in a shipwreck near the Greek island of the same name, dates back to the 1st or 2nd century BC. The device is a set of bronze gears, along with inscriptions suggesting it was used to predict astronomical phenomena such as eclipses and track the movement of celestial bodies. Its highly detailed design and the precision of the gears have led scientists to consider it an ancient computer, much more advanced than previously thought possible in classical Greece. While numerous studies have been conducted, the mechanism remains largely an enigma. Recent studies have revealed more details about its functioning, but it is still unclear how the ancient Greeks managed to achieve such a high level of technological sophistication. The device raises questions about astronomical knowledge in antiquity, and some suggest that there may have been a science more advanced than we have managed to reconstruct so far. The Antikythera mechanism continues to be a testament to the knowledge and technological skill of ancient civilizations. Its complexity challenges our understanding of the history of science and technology, revealing a gap in the traditional historical narrative. Although much about its function remains a mystery, the mechanism represents one of the greatest archaeological revelations of antiquity, sparking new investigations and theories. Number 3. The alleged photograph of Billy the Kid from the 1870s. In 2010, a photograph supposedly showing the legendary outlaw Billy the Kid was acquired at a memorabilia store for just $2. The photo, taken in the 1870s, shows the infamous bandit playing croquet with his gang. The authenticity of the image has been the subject of intense debate, and its possible value has sparked endless speculation. The photograph of Billy the Kid that emerged in 2010 was a surprising find. The image shows a group of people playing croquet in a garden, and among them, one of the men is believed to be Billy the Kid. If the photo were authentic, it would be the second known image of the outlaw, and its historical value would be immeasurable. Although some forensic analyses and facial recognition suggest that the man in the photo might match the known image of Billy the Kid, other aspects raise doubts. The fact that Billy the Kid, known for his violent and rough life, is shown in such a tranquil and sophisticated scene as a croquet game has baffled many historians. The authenticity of the photo remains uncertain, and the controversy continues. The photograph of Billy the Kid remains an unsolved mystery. While some believe it could be the key to uncovering another chapter of Old West history, others consider it a photo of unknown people with no connection to the famous outlaw. Regardless of its authenticity, the image has captured the attention of historians and enthusiasts and continues to be a passionate topic of debate. Number 2. The strange images of the Fresno night crawlers. The night crawlers of Fresno are one of the strangest and most puzzling appearances in modern cryptozoology. These beings, captured on a surveillance camera in Fresno, California in the 2000s, appear to be nothing but legs moving across the lawn. Theories about their nature range from digital manipulations to extraterrestrial creatures or cryptids, leaving much uncertainty about their origin. In 2007, a surveillance camera in Fresno, California, captured a strange video showing two figures, now known as night crawlers. The creatures, oddly, appear to be made up solely of long, thin legs, without torsos or heads, moving peculiarly across the grass. The images caused a stir on the internet, and soon theories about their nature emerged. Some suggest it could be a video manipulation, while others believe it might be an unknown species or even extraterrestrial beings. Later, a similar figure was captured in Yosemite National Park, further adding to the mystery. Although there is no solid evidence of their existence, the images continue to fascinate paranormal enthusiasts, and many believe the night crawlers could be an entirely new cryptid unknown to science. The Fresno night crawlers remain one of the most puzzling images in the world of the inexplicable. The lack of additional evidence and the peculiarity of their form continue to fuel the mystery. Whether a hoax or a real cryptid, the images continue to defy conventional explanations, leaving an indelible mark on contemporary paranormal folklore. Number 1. The Nampa figurine. Discovered in 1889 in Nampa, Idaho, the Nampa figurine is one of the most enigmatic artifacts in archaeology. Found at a depth of 90 meters in a water well, the figurine depicts a female figure and challenges the historical chronology, as it is found in geological strata dating back about 2 million years, long before humans were thought to have arrived in America. The Nampa figurine was discovered in 1889 by workers drilling a well in Nampa, Idaho. The clay figure, about 10 centimeters in height, represents a female figure in a simple posture. What makes it so peculiar is that it was found at a depth of 90 meters, in a layer of earth that, according to conventional science, corresponds to about 2 million years old, much earlier than humans were believed to have inhabited America. Some researchers suggest that the figurine could be proof of an advanced civilization in prehistory, while others view it as an out-of-place artifact, part. Skeptics, however, believe the piece may have been introduced accidentally through drilling processes or could be a forgery. The enigma persists, as no other similar artifacts have been found in the area. The Nampa figurine remains one of the most perplexing parts. Its discovery at such a depth in a 2-million-year-old layer challenges scientific conventions and raises questions about the existence of ancient civilizations that may have left their mark much earlier than we believe. The mystery remains an enigma that invites reflection on our understanding of human history. Through these historical mysteries, we have seen how the past continues to challenge our understanding. From inexplicable artifacts to phenomena that seem ahead of their time, each enigma invites us to explore the unknown. While some of these mysteries may never be solved, they remind us that the world is full of unanswered questions. Thank you for joining us on this journey. May curiosity never stop guiding us.